This is Future Talk.
Future Talk.
Future Talk with Omnia Al Saleh and Hani Balkis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Future Talk right here on Pulse 95. It is me, Hani Balkis, with Omnia Saleh, bringing you everything you need to know about what's happening in the tech world, in the UAE, and all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is January 25 right here in the world, and it does feel like January was a very long month. I mean, it's when it's the beginning of the year, it always feels, the first couple of months are very long, and then towards the end, it speeds up.
Absolutely. And I've heard a lot of people actually complaining at how January is, or it feels too long, and they're waiting for February with open arms. Coming up on today's show, we're talking about firsts, and the first of its kind desert ambulance that was actually launched at the Arab Health Conference of 2022. I'm so excited to talk a little bit more about the technology in this ambulance, because it's definitely type of tech that we haven't seen before.
Yes, and talking about first of its kind, we're not done just yet, as our good friend Amazon is going to open its first ever tech-driven physical clothing outlet in the United States. Now, we do know that Amazon has been, the biggest e-commerce website in the world for a couple of years now, but now it seems like they still want to take a physical approach when it does come to shopping.
Yes, indeed. In the world of apps, we're talking all about WhatsApp once again, and how they will soon let you transfer your chats from Android to iOS, which is an update that lots of people have been waiting for quite a long time, and we're so excited to tell you exactly how it will be taking place.
Yes, and when it does come to crazy tech, we're talking all about Elon Musk and how his Neuralink brain chip startup is preparing for its first ever human trials. Now, we do know that around last year, they did try it on pigs, and it was a very good success. And now they want to try it out on humans. So we're going to get into that in just a few as well.
Yes, indeed. And if you own an iPhone 13 and have been struggling with this new error where you actually come across a pink screen and your phone gets stuck over there, we're going to give you a very quick fix on how to get rid of it without necessarily having to send back your phone to Apple.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot going on today. I hope you guys have a great day. And obviously on Future Talk, I always have to give you guys a kind of a weather forecast. And it does say that in the next couple of days, we will look at a drop in temperatures and even a little bit of fog. But ladies and gentlemen, we want to give you fresh eyes right here on Pulse 95. And if not fresh eyes, fresh ears. But this song is Fresh Eyes by Andy Grammer.
Daily digital news. Bits and bytes connect our world.
The biggest e-commerce website in the world, and a website, or we can even say, an application that people use every single day. We're talking about Amazon, ladies and gentlemen, and we do know one of the most biggest selling points of Amazon was you bought everything online, and it was a very, quick and easy way to do so. And, even when it does come to services, even Amazon has provided that as well. But Amazon has kind of stepped back into the classical way of selling and buying, items, which is opening its first ever tech-driven physical clothing outlet in the U.S. Now, they are coming with a new concept, a tech-driven concept, and, the shop, which is called Amazon Style, will use machine learning to offer customized real-time recommendations for each customer as they shop. So Omnia, it's kind of like, the suggestions you get when you're on the Amazon app. Like, hey, you remember when you bought an Apple Watch? Would you like a band with that Apple Watch, the AirPod,
Absolutely. And I like the naming behind the store. So it's called Amazon Style. And what they've tried to do to help have it gain some popularity is actually have some looks that are designed and inspired by some of the top influencers on social media. So they're trying their best to help gain popularity with this new platform, and it's going to be the first store that will be opened at the Americana at the Brand Shopping Mall in Los Angeles later this year. So the store is going to be offering different women's and men's clothing, shoes, accessories from a variety of brands, and it's going to be built around personalization. So just like you've said, Hani, usually Amazon will suggest to you some things that you may like, and now those things will be available in real life. So personal styling used to actually be very expensive and an exclusive thing that you should kind of do with a designer or any styling coach, let's say. But now Amazon Style's sophisticated technology and unique store design will help make it a lot easier for their customers to discover items that they will feel great in and look great in. So this is their statement. I'm just interested to see how it will come to life. So how is it actually going to be coming to reality, and how are they going to be suggesting your items for you by using machine learning algorithms?
Yes, now we do know that Amazon has dominated the e-commerce era, and they have shown how physical dominance isn't as important in this day and age, but it does seem that they are dipping their hands in once again. Now, Amazon will use machine learning algorithms to offer customized real-time recommendations for each customer as they do shop in the Amazon Style store. Now, these customers can also share information such as their style, fit, and other preferences to receive more refined recommendations. Now, adding on to that, customers can also shop items on the classical Amazon.com and request delivery to Amazon Style to try them on in a fitting room. Now, we've kind of went through this dilemma before. Now, when you buy or order things online, you don't know how it will fit you. So Amazon is, putting that into consideration and giving you the option to send these clothes to, this Amazon Style store so you can try them on without buying them. Now, so far, it is not clear which brands Amazon will sell in stores, but in my assumption that it will be selling basically everything, because when it does come to designer clothes, we've seen, and when I say designer, obviously anyone can correct me because I'm not that much of a fashion guru, but when we talk about Polo, when we talk about Calvin Klein, when we talk about Nike, when we talk about Puma, all these big name brands are on Amazon, and I have bought actually these name brands on Amazon. Whether they are authentic or not, I don't really know. I mean, they look good, and I've been using them for a couple of years, so I'd like to think they're authentic. But again, we are looking at how Amazon is trying to dominate another sector, which is the physical shop sector. I think they'll do pretty good.
I agree. I think it's going to be a success because, just like you said, the ability to return items, to be able to try it on and have that process be seamless, in my opinion, it is the biggest win that any online store can potentially do. Personally, I don't prefer ordering from websites where I cannot return easily, I can't exchange sizes, because at the end of the day, there's only so much that you can guess about an item when you're looking at it through a screen. So this new concept of Amazon's Style outlet is going to be very exciting to get to witness. And what's nice about it is that it blends in those lines between having an e-commerce website alone and a physical retail store alone. They both become combined, and we're actually seeing something very similar happening right here in the UAE that we'll be sharing with you tomorrow. A very similar concept to what Amazon is doing in the US, but happening right here in the United Arab Emirates.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, obviously we want to know your guys' thoughts. 4215, would you shop at Amazon Style? And do you think Amazon Style or Amazon in general will be successful when it does come to entering the physical shop era or physical shop, let's say, untouched waters by Amazon?
How often do you shop for clothes off of Amazon?
Rarely, but I do buy, socks off Amazon a lot because socks are very easy to buy.
True.
So I'll buy them in bulk. So last time, I think about a month ago, I bought 80 pairs of socks.
Are they still there?
They're still there. I still have them. So 3 years ago, I bought 60 pairs. And I just lost them all. So now
that's good.
80 pairs, so they should last me 4 years this time. That's if the washing machine does not eat my socks, because apparently
I'll never get it with socks. You can buy bulks and they just disappear.
No, I really get upset, Omnia. No, it's not even, I'm not even joking. Like, I will get angry when I can't find socks.
It's not your mom's fault though. Whoever does laundry, it happens.
I get really angry because I will have a problem. The house is a problem now because I bought 60 pairs. Where did it go? So I will start. Where did it go? So you'll see me, rummaging through the washing machine, going through and I'll find one pair there and one pair under my bed. Like, whatever. Just wear it. No one's looking at them anyways. But 4215, if anyone has a sock problem just like me, let me know. But we are taking a short break, and when we come back, we're talking all about what's up and what's up with what's up.
Pulse 95.
Apps all around.
What's worth a click and download?
What's worth a click and download, ladies and gentlemen? We're talking all about the what's and what's up and how they soon may let you transfer your chats from Android to iOS. Now, I thought this problem has been solved many months ago, but we have some people in the office that have switched, thankfully, from Android to iOS, and we had to look for third-party applications to transfer those chats. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes it doesn't. But now we're looking at how this feature could require the move to the iOS app.
Yes, indeed. And this has actually been a sigh of relief for a lot of people who want or are thinking of switching to become an iPhone user. Now, going back to your point when you said you thought it was long or has long been done, it makes sense because not too long ago we talked about WhatsApp officially allowing you as an iOS user to switch your chats to an Android device seamlessly. But the other direction has definitely been delayed. Lots of problems have been faced by the application WhatsApp because of the different and tight regulations of the App Store on iOS. So makes sense, but nonetheless, we're excited that the feature is going to be coming very soon, and a lot of beta users have actually been celebrating that they already have had access to it. Now, judging by the images that a lot of people have been sharing from the beta version of WhatsApp, we can see that WhatsApp will start asking for permission before starting the transfer process from an Android device to the iOS. And it will then instruct you to keep the app open and your iPhone unlocked as it goes ahead and transfers your chats. So it should be as simple as moving all of your information from one iPhone to the other.
Yes, now we do know that WhatsApp did first started, letting users migrate their chat history from iOS to Samsung phones back in September of last year, and then later extended the feature to support chat transfers from iOS to Google Pixels and other Android 12 devices. Now, letting users transfer their chats from Android to iOS would close an obvious loop, but it does remain unclear which devices will support this feature as well or when it will start rolling out. Now, it does seem that, WhatsApp played a very big role in whether or not people would transfer or would jump from Android to iOS. We actually seen this, Omni and I, in real life, a real life scenario. We have people in the office who've wanted to switch to iPhone, but they couldn't because all of their chats are in, their Android devices. And we have one of our colleagues who actually spent 2 to 3 weeks. They have the iPhone right there. It's ready. It's set up. But, they spent 2 to 3 weeks because all of their information is on the Android device. So, WhatsApp making this easier is good credit for iOS and Android because just like some people do want to go from Samsung to Android or, Android to iOS or iOS to Android, this will actually, help these two phone makers on, having a bigger community base.
Absolutely. And I actually, just to add to your point, I actually know a lot of people who still use both phones hand in hand because they just can't transfer their chats from WhatsApp, from their Android to their iPhone. So it's going to be great news for them. A sigh of relief. Finally, they can just go out the house with one phone instead of having two, because we do know right here in the UAE, WhatsApp has become a lifeline and not just yet another social media application. Let us know, do you know anyone in your life who has done the switch from an Android device to an iPhone and have struggled with transferring their chats? Because I'm sure they're going to be very happy to find out that WhatsApp will soon be facilitating this new move. Coming up on today's show, if you have an iPhone 13 and have been struggling with pink screens, what's that all about and how can you fix it? We're going to be giving you a quick guide in just a few moments.
Yes, and we're going to leave you with the song Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. I thought it was Bendingfield. Bedingfield. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Unwritten. What is Unwritten? Well, you're about to find out.
How do you tech? How do you tech?
Man, I was just going to say, Mando, I love the color pink, but not this story because a lot of people have actually been struggling with getting stuck on an pink screen with their iPhone 13. Many actually thought it was a fault in creating the iPhone and have contacted Apple to send back the phone altogether. But come to find out, it's a very simple fix and it's all related to the software itself and luckily not the hardware.
Yes, now, as a couple of websites have noted, this issue was first reported back in October with an iPhone 13 Pro user posting on the Apple discussion forums, that their 2-day-old phone was unusable as its screen would keep turning pink for a few seconds before reloading. Now, Apple went ahead and replaced that device, but since then, we've looked at, numerous similar reports that have been rolling out across the internet, and not every user has been fortunate enough to get a free replacement phone. Now, we are looking at, the scenarios varying. In some cases, the whole screen goes pink, while in others, the status bar icons do remain white. And in some cases, the issue does happen repeatedly or continuously. In others, it's happened once or twice. Then the user's phone has so far seemed fine. Omni and I have gotten our hands on the iPhone 13 Pro. Mm-hmm. I'm a little bit worried now.
Why?
I hope not. I'm going to go home and update my phone now since it's a software issue. But yeah.
That's actually the easiest fix for this issue is just to simply keep your phone updated to the latest iOS update. Yeah, personally, I'm always iffy about updating it constantly because I feel like I let it sit and wait. I let the update wait for like a week or two and then I go ahead and myself update it because it gives Apple enough time to fix any of the bugs that may happen or may be there when it comes to newest iOS updates. Now, if you're still worried about it and if you have come across this issue, it just doesn't happen continuously, then I'm happy to tell you that it's not actually a hardware issue. One Apple customer service technician actually found out that it was more of a software problem, and that explains why in some cases the status bar icons don't change color. Since it's not the display panel itself that is failing you, it is partially a software issue. So that means Apple can potentially easily create a bug fix with its latest iOS update. So for now, the best way you can do it is to back up your phone and go ahead and upgrade to the latest version of iOS. Let us know if you've been a victim of this issue or if you know someone who is, and would you like to share with them this show so that they can go ahead and give them a quick fix.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a short break and we're going to leave you with Listen to the Music by the Doobie Brothers. Now, I don't know why, but the Doobie Brothers has a very nice tone to it. Habadoobie.
Cultural capital of the Arab world, World Book Capital, child-friendly city award winner, and Arab tourism capital of the region. Smile, you're in Sharjah.
50 years ago, we got the chance to celebrate the Pillar of the Union. We're talking all about the Sharjah ruler actually celebrating 50th anniversary of accession to the throne. Under Sheikh Dr. Sultan's visionary leadership, Sharjah has definitely evolved to become a culture of the world. We've definitely seen it create so many achievements over the past 50 years, whether it was in terms of education, prosperity, business opportunities, you name it. Sharjah has definitely transformed under his leadership to become the world's capital.
Yes, now on the morning of January 25th, 1972, it did mark a momentous day in the history of the Emirate of Sharjah when an emergency meeting of the Al-Qasimi family was called at the home of Sheikh Hamad bin Majid Al-Qasimi, during which Sheikh Khalid bin Khalid Al-Qasimi proposed that His Highness Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Qasimi as the ruler of Sharjah, and that was unanimously approved. Now, 5 full decades have passed since the ruler decorated the throne as the Sultan of Sharjah. Now, today does represent a significant occasion in the history of the Emirate of Sharjah. Just half a century ago, the Emirate of Sharjah was on a date with a historical transformation and made a new development turning point for a bright future with His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al-Qasimi, who was a Supreme Council member and ruler of Sharjah. And Smile, You're in Sharjah has been possible because of this great man.
Yes, indeed. And you know, what makes this man one of a kind is the fact that not only is he a one of a kind ruler, but he is also a scholar. He has received multiple honorary doctorates and is a renowned scholar and author with several published works that people have read over and over these past 50 years. He has a keen eye for the arts, and the UNESCO actually recognized Sharjah as the cultural capital of the Arab world back in the year 1998. So this emirate has since then been named the World Book Capital for the year 2019 and has continued to excel in every possible way. So today is a day that we get to honor this beautiful emirate and honor the efforts of this amazing ruler.
Yes, and you know, he's a man of family, a man of culture, a man of religion. Thank you, Baba Sultan, for everything you've done in the emirate of Sharjah, and we all thank you and we all love you. And, again, we've seen so much improvements with this man of vision and wisdom in the emirate of Sharjah, the cultural capital. People come from far to study in Sharjah. We are very educated right here in Sharjah. We have the best universities, not only in the Arab world, but in the world in general. And all of that is thanks to His Highness, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi. So thank you, Sheikh Sultan. And a lot of people in the emirate of Sharjah go by calling him Baba Sultan.
Absolutely. And the reason why they call him Baba Sultan is he's always put the citizens of this beautiful emirate first, whether it was taking care of their health, mental well-being. You know, the latest news about the emirate of Sharjah actually creating a 3-day weekend right here in the UAE has been the biggest way of showing to the people that the human being comes first in this emirate. So today is a day that we get to celebrate this amazing ruler, and we hope that you celebrate it in your very own way as well.
Yes, and again, we are looking at 50 years of success, 50 years of prosperity. Alhamdulillah, again, one last time, thank you, Sheikh Dr. Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, and we wish you long life right here on Future Talk and Pulse 95, the heart of Sharjah. But ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude Future Talk for today, and we will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, only here on Pulse
95.
If you liked this episode of Future Talk, drop a like and subscribe.
Pulse 95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.